If there's one thing I like the most after mountains, it's a good woodland. Morning fog and amazing trees. And today I'm going to take you to one of my favorites, the Padley Gorge. We are in one of the last places in Padley Gorge where actually there's not many people. The place usually is passed by the people because it's hard to go down, and there's only one way actually. The other way, which was previously accessible, it's blocked by the fallen tree, which is behind the camera. But we have a lovely waterfall. It's not big, but place has a character. And I love to come here. And by the way, it's a quiet one. Even in a busy day, when you can expect a lot of visitors in the Padley Gorge, this place can give you some kind of shelter from unwanted eyes on you when you take the photos, and has not that many rubbish. Unfortunately, this place has a lot of rubbishes now. I'm in the midday now, so there's a lot of people here, and it's hard to find a quiet place, but it's still worth to have a look. It's still worth to visit. We have a friend. Yeah, he was here before. He or she, I don't know. It's not shy. When I'm in the woodland in a weather like this, I tend to focus on the small details, small aspects of the woodland, like little flower, like small leaf object which take my attention, which stands from the rest of them in all chaos of the woodland, especially when you have no mist or fog, and everything, it's like blend together. It's very chaotic, it's too many things in composition, and your eyes floating all around the photo. I tend to focus on the tree, for example, which stands out from the rest of them and has a character or some kind of color, or maybe represent something or remind me some kind of figure. Trees like this are very common in this woodland. Taking photos in the woodland can be quite challenging, intimidating, I would say. So many subjects, chaos. It's hard to focus on the one thing when you have many trees, subjects which are quite tricky to put in a structure. What I tend to do, and probably most of you guys do, or if not, you might start doing this. I like to isolate an object, subject, and try to find some pattern in it. Maybe a tree which looks like something or has an unusual shape. Actually, all of them they have. But some of them stands out as a different from others. They look like figures. Like there's one tree actually in a Cannock Chase. It's quite famous. They call it Groot, I think. Looks like from the Tolkien stories. You might probably notice I'm a bit different than usual. I'm not well today, but I didn't want to sit at home and in those four walls like I mentioned in the previous vlog. I just love to be in nature, so for me it's like being stuck, lack of air. I can't breathe if I sit at home too much or too long. Being here, it's just refreshing and helped me to charge the batteries. Like for example this tree which I'm sitting on, which has a lot of small bugs which they probably gonna try to eat me soon. So if you see the sitting skeleton here in a half an hour, it means they succeed. No, but being serious, this woodland can give you really good photos. You could be really surprised. Those enchanted trees, they looks really scary. I'm not sure if anybody actually tried to use the Padley Gorge as the movie scene. I don't recall, but I think it's a good place for some kind of movie like this. Scary movie or some storytelling fairy tale. That woodland in the misty conditions can surprise, can give you sense of darkness. But I took one of the photos with two trees, one really old one almost dying. And on that tree you see some age, I would say. It's really old tree, it's probably dead already. It was that time, I think. I don't know too much about how the trees live, even if they look as they dead, or maybe they still live, or then they don't. In that photo you can see the very old tree and the very young tree next to each other. They almost look like a dancing. It's not far from here actually. I always go to that place. Every time I come here, I always go to that place. The conditions were perfect. So don't be put off with the conditions. Don't rely your photo shoot on really lovely weather, amazing expectation about the sunrise or sunset. Found your place where you can just go and explore when the weather is not ideal. Some of my really good photos, good to me, actually were taken in the not ideal conditions, and I was really surprised. And I believe this is not only about me. I think this is common. I don't see a reason why not. And I believe sometimes it's even easier because you are not in a rush. You have more time, you can relax yourself. You spot more things. With the sunrise and sunset, you're very limited with the window of opportunity, and by that you just focusing on the one, maybe two compositions or three, best case scenario. I don't know about you guys, but it's extremely hard when you have like 15 minutes, 20 minutes and try to take the photos. Usually you're prepared, yeah, your tripod is in place, camera is on, and you're just waiting for the best light. I'm going away from that thing more often, and I'm allowing the place surprise me. And I think I'm getting better, in my view. I think I'm getting better with photography because of this. I'm not put it in a box that much like I was before because of YouTube, which I'm doing now. For example, there's a lot of advices in the YouTube channels where people saying things, do those 5 tips, or do this, or change that in the camera. I wouldn't be bothered too much about that. Take this with the pinch of salt. Some of the advices obviously can help, and it's good to use them, have them in the pocket ready. But just learn your camera. This is very important. Learn your camera. Know how to use it. So you don't have to think in the spot what to do when you actually have opportunity to take the really good shot. And in that note, we're gonna finish for today. I really appreciate everyone who watched. I encourage you to like and subscribe, it's free. I hope you enjoy it. See you next time. Bye guys.